back to another beautiful episode of Moments with Benzo and Friends. Ladies, welcome to the show. You're all looking beautiful as usual. Look at you. Look at you. That's a beautiful dress right there.
Okay, it's giving very much. You all look beautiful too.
Thank you. Okay, without wasting time, we're going straight to Loud Talk. And today on Loud Talk, ask me what?
What? What's going on?
Ask me once again.
What's going on today?
Okay, I'm going to ask
we
you.
have
Peace and love in a basement or black eye in a penthouse? Which one would you be going for? I'm going to start with you today. Sydney.
Oh, me?
You said, oh, me?
no another Sydney.
Okay.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. Peace and love in the basement.
Peace out.
Peace and love in the basement. I'm gonna ride with you till the wheels fall off. He can always improve. We can always get better. We can always elevate. You ain't gonna never stop putting your hands on me. So.
Right. So you're not of the opinion of, I'll better just be in a penthouse and cover my black eye with some foundation and powder.
You can't cover it up no more. He kill you, cause that's what it get to. That's what it get to. They always end up killing you.
Right. What about you, Sydney? Clementine, actually.
Man, that's a tough one. I know any normal person is going to be like, oh, I want peace in a basement. But as human beings, we do like money, and money helps us with a lot of things. But is it enough to take a beating like all the time for money? I don't know. It's a tough one.
You want to know
no, like why can't I have both peace and money? Like I don't just give me peace and money. I don't like we can be in a basement and we can have peace and we can also have money because we're saving for something. You never know. But I'm of the opinion that like once somebody abuses you, they'll never stop. They don't really care about you if they're abusing you. So there's
you know, most ladies these days they marry for convenience, for money. They don't even care. In fact, we lie to ourselves.
Hey.
My husband can be beating me, and I'll tell Joel, do not allow a man lay his hands on me. Me, I can never. If a man tries it, but I've been beating this money.
Damn.
You know we do that a lot, right? We come out for stupid things.
Yeah.
You don't want to talk to your parents about it. You feel like, and then I had a lady say, every time he beats me, the next thing, he takes me to Dubai, he sends money to my account, and he tells me to go on vacation.
Jesus.
He always comes back begging every time he beats me. I say, okay, lady, before I say my opinion, I want to hear from you, Joel. What do you think? The money in the penthouse with some black eye, or you live in peace in your basement?
Joel taking the money.
like bye.
Well. I know you guys are probably wondering I'm going to take the money, but I'm not. I'm taking peace and love in the basement. Because as you stated, he's going to beat you here and there, but I like my life. I don't want to die. And I'm not, I don't think that. Yeah.
Joel, I feel like smart ladies like you, I've seen people like you say that. Not like you, not you. But I've seen, I know you're smart.
Disclaimer.
But I've seen smart ladies say, I'm just going to be with him for 3 years. Pack all the money I can get, engage myself, get all the money, fill my accounts with some millions, and then I'm going to leave him. How are you sure you're going to get out alive in 3 years?
It's not going to happen like that. Yeah. But what if the guy, even himself, he's calculated and he knows what you're after?
Yeah.
Like, what do you do there in that case?
So in all, we should always protect our peace and sanity. Not just for money, because if you're in the basement, you can always get money eventually if you plan yourself well. You don't necessarily have to be with this tall, dark, and some guy.
Money rules the world. We all know that. Everybody loves money. Who doesn't like money? But like she said, you could be in the basement, you could save for something. And eventually, as you're saving, you can build up your finances to get into where you want to be.
But what if you get married to this rich guy and all of a sudden it starts beating you? It wasn't like, we've seen people change.
Which is crazy.
We've seen people not really change.
Because abusive men know how to keep it under wraps for a good minute before they actually hit you.
So what if it gets you into the penthouse before it starts beating you? Because some people know why they're dating. They just keep on because it's convenient for them. They have all the money and all the luxury. But some, it is when they get in there that they see the real picture. would you get out at that point or be praying and see and hope it's going to change?
I will leave. Me, anything you do to me, I will leave. I will not, fling twice. I'm out. I don't care. Keep your money.
But it's easier said sometimes, do you know?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because I know that most ladies, like when, some people die in this process and people say, why did she not leave? Sometimes I just feel like I would leave as well. I'm
That's
not
when
saying
the most likely to kill you is when you try
in my
to
head,
leave.
I'm wondering, why didn't she leave? Maybe there are some things that we do not really understand or we don't see. Why are they not leaving? Those people that have been abused there in the penthouse, having all the luxury, is there something
abuse
apart
is
from-
mental as
but
well. It's physical.
some people have abandonment issues.
Oh yeah, trauma.
There's a lot of that. If you're
I don't want to
dating
be
someone,
alone.
I don't want to be alone.
Where do I start from?
That
Exactly.
abuse becomes their
I
new
mean,
norm.
it's just a level of like comfort when you're with someone like that. You'll be like, okay, well, and then that person will be telling you, oh, you won't have this if it was for me, and so you take all of that in, and it just
And you believe it.
becomes, and you believe it.
Did you see my new movie that just came out, Subjection? That guy beat the hell out of me for real in that movie. Yeah, he beat me in that movie. And I think I just remembered now it's just like what we're discussing about.
Yeah.
Like I kept saying I have a plan. I have a plan until it beat out five pregnancies out of me. Until, I had black eye and everything. And then I kept saying, Mom, hold on, I have a plan. Until he almost killed me. Until I stood up for myself because somebody told me, you got to stand up for yourself. So I feel like we need to stand up for ourselves. Love your man, love your wife, but because there are
If I'm
abuses
being
too.
honest,
Mhm.
there's not a lot of support for domestic violence.
Yeah,
if
there
those two
isn't.
stand up for themselves.
Yeah.
Just right before Christmas here in Indianapolis at the charity daycare, a woman left her boyfriend, dropping her kids off at daycare, and the boyfriend came and killed her.
Yeah, I saw it
Oh
in
my
the
God.
news. Yeah, I
So
saw
she
that
got
in the news.
away, but she went to the police. She told people she needed help. She called for help. She got a restraining order. She was doing what it took to get away. But when you are calling on people who have to help you with that process, it's falling on deaf ears. And look what happened to her because nobody else moved fast or took
I
her
know.
seriously.
It was bad. I saw it in the news.
May she rest in peace.
You
Yeah,
really
rest
have
in
to
peace,
have a lot
baby.
of support. Yes, for sure. Rest in peace.
But it's also important, as women, that we become self-sufficient for ourselves
That's another thing.
before we jump into,
Don't be dependent.
Don't be dependent on a
Don't be.
man.
Yeah.
A man is nice, to help us here.
Yeah,
and
their
there,
money is
give
always
us-
very sweet.
Exactly.
No matter how much you have.
Yeah.
Your money is
Have
sweet
your
though.
own sense of self-respect and self-dignity before you jump
Right.
into a situation like
Right.
that. So,
All right, thank you, ladies. That'll be all on Loud Talk this day. Please, in the comment section, let us know what you think about living in a penthouse with some black eye and covering up with some foundation, or living in peace and love in your basement. We'll be right back. Thank you. Okay, all right, guys, let's get right into our main topic for the day. Are you guys ready? Okay. A blogger recently posted about a guy that was on the verge of committing suicide because his family checked the future of the lady and said they weren't compatible. What is it in your community, in your state, in your country, or family, and what is your opinion about looking into the future of a relationship? I don't know if Sydney can relate to this, but in Africa, this happens a lot. So let me start from you, Clementine. In the southern area, what is it like? Do they go all the way to pray about you getting married to somebody? Maybe you want to travel or do something. Do they try to look into the future? That's what they call it.
Oh, that's a tough one. Well, I mean, as to my knowledge, especially when it comes to marriages and people wanting to be together, people normally use what type of family you're from as to see the type of person that you are and your character as well. Not to say that people don't go to like prophets, all those prophets that have a white garment church, or like some pastor that is like, I can see the future, because people are curious and people don't like disappointment. some people will be okay with it, like, oh, let's just check. But I've never really heard of like families actively going to look like, are you a good fit or whatever. It's not really a big deal in terms of like traveling and wanting to know like, are my plans going to be successful? A lot of people do go to like a herbalist, traditional healer, all those people, and find and ask and consult like ancestors or whatever it is that shows you light and the way forward. But as for marriage, I'm not quite sure.
So when you were, go ahead.
Yeah.
How accurate do you guys really think those things are?
Man, I think the only person that has answers is God for me personally. I don't know like about other people that consult in ancestors or consult prophets or where are they getting that information from. I think it just goes with your belief. Like, do you really believe it or what do you feel? For me personally, it's a no.
So when you were getting married to your husband, did his family, maybe his family, did your family try to like, okay, let's pray for like 7 days, let's hear from God if he's the right guy, or?
No, man, my family has always been respectful of what I want. I think they raised me in such a way that they know I will choose what's right at the end of the day. So if I introduce someone to them and be like, this is the person that I want to get married to, they know they didn't raise an impulsive child, especially for such a big decision. They will trust like, okay, she's seen what she's seen and she's okay with it. Let her learn. In life, we live to learn, So they're not going to be like, no, we don't like that person. They will advise you, cautionize you just to be careful, but they will not be.
Did they cautionize you?
Like any other family would, though, they will tell you, like, make sure it's really what you want.
Sure
like before everything. But they were very supportive.
Did they care about him being Nigerian?
No, it wasn't even a topic.
Right.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
Right. So what about you? What is it like in your country? Does it really happen often?
I'm not going to go into too much detail, but yeah, they do, do that where I'm from. So they will pretty much like, they do the prayer thing, trying to see exactly like who this person is. And if they feel like, it's not a good fit for you, then they will tell you like, hey, pack your bags, this one is not good.
So like she asks, how accurate do you think those things are? Because my experience is really funny.
It's very accurate because it's happened to me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right.
And the guy was not good.
Very accurate because literally like they'll tell you and like if you don't listen and you continue, eventually you will see for yourself what they were telling you and you refuse to listen. So it happened to me.
So let me ask you this.
Okay.
So I've heard something about Uganda that when the man and the woman are getting married, that the bride of the sister will sleep with the husband to see if he's in bed. How true is that? Or is that a thing?
I'm not from Uganda.
We need Ugandans to comment. Yeah. If you're from Uganda, comment below, please. Answer Sydney.
I have a very funny experience with this thing, and that's why I would only talk to God. First and foremost, I would check character. If I feel like we flow, if I feel like we share the same kind of energy, and I share my vision with you, and we're going the same way, I feel like we should look out for all that before even asking God. Because see, most of the time when you go to God already because you're in love with that person, you're already telling God, I want this person, so just say yes. You understand? So now my funny experience, let me share with you guys and everybody. So way back, way back years ago, there was this guy that were in love together. He was actually my primary school, crush. We sat together in school, went to the same church and everything. And then later on, we got back together. I was almost 30 then. And then he said he had a pastor we need to go and pray. Now we attended the same church. We're not supposed to do that because, the kind of faith we had, we're not supposed to go anywhere. But he said, it's the kind of church that I grew up in, CAC. So we went there. So I said to him, this is it. I'm going to believe this man on one condition. You go separately and I'll go separately. So that same day, I said, you go first. By the time he came out, his face was somehow, he wrote 2 names. You know the way they do it, they say, bring 2 names. So I went in and I wrote 3 names. And the man said, I should do everything possible. He picked his name, that guy's name. And that I should do everything possible to make sure that I got married to him, that he was my husband. So by the time I said, thank you, sir. So by the time I said, what is wrong with you? The man said, when he saw my name, the man said that I was darkness, that he shouldn't even marry. So I said, what? I said, are you serious? I said, this one said I should make sure I marry you. and he told you that I'm not for you.
That's probably why you had to put all that effort into people.
I think you were scammed.
It didn't see nothing. Like it didn't see anything. You know, they just do some guesswork. I believe in God. I believe in you. Then mostly when your parents, sometimes, you know, God, some like people are gifted differently. Some see true dreams. Yeah. Like my mom, if my mom dreams and tells you something, please 90% she might be right. Most times.
Not 90. 100%.
Yes.
My mom too.
Yeah, but you know, at the same time, this is something we're talking about. My elder brother got married to a lady that was so somehow professed that he should not marry to. They are 20 years now together. In fact, that is the best. That's my best couple. Oh, wow. They are the best couple. Like I love them. I'm telling you, it's like 20 years together now, and they are happy. They're doing well. Yeah. But at the first, you know, at the initial stage, it was like, no. They said thank God. They said it's going to end up in doom. I said, where is it done? It's 20 years now. So I think to me, we just believe in God. Yeah, it depends on your belief. Yeah. Some are traditionalists. They want to go all the way. And it works for people, you know. It works for a lot of people.
I feel like, especially, you know, in this day and age, like I personally think that it's important to do stuff like that. Just to know who you're dealing with, because a lot of people wear false masks. And you know,
that means you should go to the right person. If you're gonna do it,
make
sure you go to God.
Yes.
If you're gonna, because some people can't pray by themselves. They want to visit pastors. Make sure you're going to a right person. Not just a random pastor on the road, you know.
Because most people just want money and don't tell you anything.
Well, Joelle, after y'all done asking y'all pastors and y'all parents their opinion, you need to go on my chart and my case. Because I need to know what's your health history and what's your background history. Did you get in any trouble? I need to know those things.
Right,
People lie.
Yeah, of course. Definitely.
Compatibility, look. You a fella. For real.
You're about to ruin my credit history.
Right. That is really
literally.
important. Yeah. That is really very important. In this part of the world, we don't have a choice. You got to do all of that. All right, guys. So let us know in the comment section. So, you know, we'll always ask you to drop your comments right there below. Let us know what you feel. Or have you ever gone through that experience before? Maybe you were going to get married to somebody and your parents said no. Pastor said no. Or I dreamt and said no. It's not the person. What happened after that? How did you handle the situation? Let's see in the comment section, and we'll be right back. Thank you.
All right. So on the topic of symbolic things, we're going to talk about colors. Colors can mean different things. It can denote your mood. Color can just picture how you feel in a certain color. When you wear green, you feel like you're money, you're rich, you know? So, I'm just gonna ask you, Joelle, what's your favorite color? What does it say about you?
Well, just like you mentioned, one of my favorite colors is green.
Ooh, that's why you're
green. That's what you're wearing, actually.
Yeah, so green signifies growth, abundance, new beginnings, and renewal.
I like that. New beginning, renewal.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And of course,
money.
Yep.
Yep.
And that is why in the picture I have on green because I'm all about self-development and growth.
That is a beautiful picture.
Yeah, gorgeous.
This is beautiful.
Yeah,
super nice.
Stunning.
I'm telling you.
You are too. All of you are.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, what about you, Sydney?
Me, in my picture, it looks pink, but the jewelry I'm accenting is rose gold, and it represents wealth, femininity, elegance, just things like that.
Okay,
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it's a beautiful picture too.
Yeah,
look at you.
It's my birthday.
Oh, your birthday?
Yeah.
Wow.
You look good, girl.
I know. Yeah.
That's super nice. Yeah.
And what about you, Clementine?
Well, I picked royal blue. You know, as the name speaks for itself, royal royal
I know
blue.
that's right.
Yeah. So anytime I wear royal blue, I really feel powerful. I feel bold. I feel like I stand out when I'm in a crowd. And that's the confidence that I need, to carry myself in that crowd and be authentic and true to myself.
Yes.
Also, it just denotes authority, trust, and confidence.
Right.
So, to be confident, wear your confidence.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, for me, my power color that makes me look sexy, the sex, African lady is purple. Ladies and gentlemen, purple is synonymous with royalty, with power, with some wealth, extravagance, So, as you can see in this picture, that was for my birthday photo shoot, and I went all the way to Africa. Can you see the food, the Galia? Can you see with some everything?
Girl, I almost thought you went to Portia wedding the way you was looking.
I know, right? So, next time, girls, get on your purple and feel royalty. Yes. Thank you so much, guys. We'll be back.
Today on Fun Fact, we have how kings are chosen in Togo. In the southeastern region part of Togo, there is a town called Aneho. Aneho is a very small town, and that is really the only town out of Togo that breeds kings.
Wow.
And they have traditional ceremonies depending on which home that the king is coming out of. There will be a ceremony for up to a week. They have traditional ceremonies. They have private ceremonies for the families. I do know that back in the day, they will only just do traditional and private ceremony for up to a week. But now the government gets involved.
Oh.
Yes. So now today they have a ceremony where they will bring in the government to go over some protocols and they just do different things. There's different things that go on every day throughout the process that they're about to elect the king. And then once everything is completed, then we have a king.
So do the kings get to rule without any government input, or are they just a figurehead?
They can rule without government input, but that was back then. But now, since the government is involved,
everything has to go through protocol.
Exactly, it's a protocol. So they'll bring the government in, let them know, hey, this is how things are going. But it's only specifically for that town.
That town.
For that
now,
town
it's strange that it's only one specific town in the entire Togo that breeds or produces cakes. So,
what's so special?
Yeah.
Honestly,
it's really special.
I've heard a lot of different things about that town. My mother is from there.
So you're a princess?
Princess
maybe,
Joel.
I don't know.
You said maybe.
No. We going to Togo!
Princess Joel.
Yeah.
Okay, so like in Nigeria, in some part of Nigeria, when a king dies, maybe in the olden days, I think they still do it.
No,
maybe somebody has to die with him, or they have to do a ritual immediately the king passes on. So do they do that in Togo?
Well, I remember when I was younger, there was a king called Nana. And I remember I would always go to his house when I was younger. And when he died, they did it was different ceremonies that they had going on for the entire, I don't really remember exactly, but all I know is that there was different protocols that they had to follow before they give his place to
a new person. Some days you can come out at a certain time. If you come out, they call it Oro in Nigeria.
So it doesn't
Something
matter if you're born in the same bloodline. You can just be anyone picked from this town to be the next king.
But the families are important though. Your family, it has to be some kind of a family that
you have to consult the oracle, like they do.
Something
consult to pick who, even if you're twins, they have to pick one person.
They can't just pick anybody. In other towns in Togo, they have just chief priests, but this specific town, kings come from there.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
That's beautiful to know.
Very interesting.
That's good to know. Thank you for letting us know about Togo. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we go on now to name it and claim it.
Alrighty, folks. So get ready for name it and
Claim it.
So go ahead and drop your comments down below and let me know, what is Bemzo's favorite color?
Yes, my power color. What is my power? All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for staying tuned today. We appreciate you for watching Moments with Bemzo and Friends. We'll see you guys in the comment section. Ladies, let's say bye to our people. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.